Hi everyone, this is a reading with me. It's me, Moonlight Guidance. I hope you are doing well. We're going to have a look and see what's coming through for you, and this is for all star signs. So if you are here, then I feel like it's a sign that there are messages for you, and also this is a safe space where you are always very, very welcome. And if you ever were interested in personal services, readings, items, rituals, etc., anything like that with me, then it's always listed down below in the description box and also on shopmoonlightguidance.com. All right, so let's begin and see what we have. Wow. You know, someone's really caused chaos in your life, and they have caused confusion in your life. They have caused rejection in your life. They have really just shut the door on you, I feel, okay, and ignored you. I genuinely feel like there's this sort of sense of blocking you out, ignoring you, not thinking too much about you or trying not to think too much about you, and it's just made you feel so confused because this person was super into you, okay, super into you. And I feel here that they're ignoring you, okay. They are well, at least they're trying to ignore you, okay. Page of Swords shows that they're trying to just sort of ignore you and move on with their life and like be happy, but they're trying, okay. There's a reason why that trying word just keeps coming out of the mouth, because yeah, it's definitely made you feel very emotional, whether you're male or female or however you identify. This card represents your energy. I read energies in tarot, not specifically genders, but you feel sensitive, you feel hopeless at times. You know that you're a caring individual, but then that makes you think like, why would this person treat me like this? Like, why are they treating me like this? You know, like what? Why? You know, and it just is really upsetting as well, because I feel like they've ignored you. Like I really see it here, and it's not a nice feeling. We've also got the Devil here as well. You know, this person has been just not acting like themselves, especially with the Ace of Swords as well and the Tower. God, okay. So basically, I feel like this person's really deeply hurt you, okay, in your heart. They took a very abrupt, quick decision, because, you know, Ace of Swords is like a pretty like solid decision, to be honest, and it's really made the situation between both of you disintegrate. The Devil also shows here as well that they're not really acting from themselves. They just feel really overwhelmed, and they just kind of want to be free, and sometimes they feel tied in a relationship, or they feel tied when it comes to the romantic aspect. I feel like they think about this like that because the relationship examples they've had in their life have not always been the best. So if they've seen relationships in their life, they've always seen how people in couples bring each other down, or people in couples never last, or people in couples have major issues and disputes, and it literally ruins each other's lives. So they've never had healthy examples of relationships in their life. How they see relationships is, we are bound and tied together and I can't do anything with my life. Unfortunately, that's how they see relationships. So regardless of how they feel towards you or have felt towards you, they felt like, oh no, I'm going to get too bound. I'm not going to be able to be free. I'm not going to be able to do the things that I want. I'm not going to be able to live with a lot of joy and a lot of happiness, and I'm going to have to do... They've just thought, oh no, this is too much. I can't handle it. Exit. Okay? And it's, you know, it's been overwhelming and stressful for them in that sense, you know, because they just feel like, I need to work on my finances, I need to get this area of my life together, I need to do that. They already see you as very stable. They already see you as someone that's got themselves together. They themselves feel like they haven't got themselves together, so then they start to compare. They start to feel awful within themselves. They start to feel stressed within themselves. They start to feel panicked within themselves. They then don't feel like themselves. And so I really just feel here that they're just trying to, you know, move on with their life. They're trying to work on other areas of their life. They're trying to just do all of that, okay? So where does this lead to? Oh gosh, Ten of Swords. I definitely feel like this leads to regret on their side. And it's interesting because it also came out with the Three of Wands, okay? Give it 3 months. Give it 3 months. Give this situation 3 months. You know what? Let them do whatever they want. Let them enjoy their life. Let them do what they feel they have to do, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're then respecting whatever they want to do, but you're also holding yourself to a high regard where you're thinking, you know what, I'm not going to come running and chasing after you if you don't want me. You know what I mean? Like, who wants someone that doesn't want them? It's a slippery slope, okay? In fact, the less you want them, the better, because not only does that give you more power, but it makes them come to you. Give them 3 months, but don't sit there and wait, like literally live your life during that time. Within 3 months, they will return into your life, within 3 months of you watching this reading. But you have to give them space. If you can't give them space, then you're just going to end up pushing them away anyways, because they'll feel like you're being too much, especially when they are not ready for something. It's a little bit like, okay, just going to give an example. If you have a child, or let's just say there is a child who wants to play out in the rain, okay? And the parent is like, no, you can't do that because you'll catch a cold or you'll get wet and your socks will get soggy or something. But that child's like, no. And the child goes out and plays in the rain, but then catches a cold. The child is going to learn their lesson, okay? The child has by themselves learned that lesson. However, with that parent saying, no, you can't go out and all that, the child comes to sort of resent the parent for spoiling the fun, okay? When you let a person learn their lessons, sometimes by themselves, they will learn quicker. I'm not saying that you should never tell a child to not go and play in the rain, okay? Like, that's not what I'm trying to say here at all, right? But in this situation, they've got to learn themselves. The more you try to teach them things, the more you try to run after them and chase after them when they've said, with their actions, okay, maybe not even their words, maybe just they've said it with their actions that they don't want to do a lot more with you right now, but you still go running and chasing after them. In many ways, you're disrespecting yourself, right? But actually, you're also disrespecting them because they've shown you through something that they're not ready right now. And the more you want to give to them, the more you're just going against A, what they want, and B, what you are worth. So it's really important that you give them that space. That is respect. If you let a person do what they want to do, it's a form of respect in many ways. So in this situation, right? In this situation. So I think that what's really important is give them the space and time that they need. Doesn't mean that, if you're still in contact with this person in some way, shape or form, that you can't talk to them. It just mainly means that you give them as much as they give you, but you let them come to you, okay? So they will realize what a bad decision they've made because, and I feel like we need to look into this, because yeah, I feel like they'll go on trips and they'll really miss you. I feel like they will definitely see your energy scattered around places. They can turn on the radio and find that a song really makes sense in regards to how they feel towards you. They can be walking down the street and see someone that resembles you and your style. They might go somewhere and remember that you like a certain kind of dish or a certain kind of food. They can hang around in social situations and actually people, remind them of you, or they're treated really badly and then it reminds them of you. So there's a lot of reminders that I see with the World card here. Okay, and also depending on where you are from the world, perhaps you're from a specific country or a culture, they can also find that, there's certain things about that also remind them of you as well. And the 10 of Cups here definitely shows that they're going to come back around. I mean, they're really kicking themselves, because they'll realize that nobody else compares to you. And actually, when you find someone really special, it's good to hang on, and to work on things, not hanging on just because, oh, you found someone special, but hang on, It's like the sense that you found someone that loves you and cares and respects you. Maybe show that back in return, or at least see how it works rather than just being wrapped up in your own energy, because they do want something long term, but then they get scared. And then they become selfish because they only want to do what they want to do. But that's not actually what a relationship is, So they'll realize that. And there's a lot of thinking there, and then them actually coming back around to you and wanting to make things work. Okay, now if you find it really hard to give space and time, I would really recommend any of the rituals on my website, because all of them work with detachment and healing, which then allows you to focus and pull back more of your energy for yourself and for you to feel better within yourself, which naturally then allows the intention to take place. So I have lots of rituals. I even have one for detachment as well. By the way, detachment is the key to the law of attraction. So there's that. Also allows all your other manifestations to come to fruition. But basically there's rituals for love, money, marriage, career, healing, manifest a specific person, break no contact, express their feelings to you, rituals for justice, beauty, love, home, protection, black magic energy removal, healing, and so much more. And there's also intention items which have thousands of 5-star reviews. So there's, bracelets, necklaces, anklets, candles, sage bundles, embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow or keep around you, sage bundles, and so much more. So definitely do check that out if you are interested. But yeah, really special items. And there's also personal tarot readings with me as well if anyone wanted a reading with me. Okay, so everything's always listed down below and on shopmoonlightguidance.com. But yeah, detachment is your best friend, okay? Your best friend. And what is detachment? Detachment is healing. Detachment is acceptance. Detachment is gratitude towards what you have in your life right now rather than focusing on what you haven't got. So yes, they will do a lot of soul searching. They will do a lot of learning, okay? Learning. And also, Seven of Pentacles, they will realize that they do need to grow a lot more within themselves. They will also realize that actually, do you know what? Financially, I'm doing all right. So why am I chasing more and more and more? And why am I not focusing on an area of my life that I actually should be focusing on? Okay, so that really triggers them to realize, like, I've got to come after you. I've got to pursue you. I've got to make things work with you. Four of Wands. What am I doing? I want a long-term relationship, and I'm running away from a long-term relationship. I want someone who's kind and mature and caring and attractive. Why am I running away from someone who is mature and kind and attractive and loving? Like, they'll literally just feel like they've gone against each other, like gone against themselves, right? And that's just going to make them think, like, what the heck am I doing, Like, they're not going to feel good about themselves because they're going to think to themselves, what am I actually doing? What am I doing? Okay, so that is literally what we have. This is your reading. Let's have a look at some message cards, okay, just to round things off. I'm sorry if the screen looks a bit like, like things are like, I don't know if it on my screen looks like this bit is like all blurry and moving, but it's because it's getting darker outside, even though it's not even that dark outside. I mean, it's one of those things, the lighting just changes accordingly. And I like using natural light rather than, the studio light, because that's like so bright and whoa. So I like natural lights. But then I got to work with Mother Nature here, it gets pretty dark here early. So I'm like, ooh, better get there in time. So I've been thinking about proposing to you. Okay. The energy of proposing is like proposing a meeting, proposing communication. It's like proposing other things as well. But they do want something long-term. And I think in their mind, they're going to start to think, wait a second, like, you are long-term material. You are long-term prospect. And they'll start to think about that bit as well, like proposing to you in that sense. The thought of explaining myself and apologizing scares me. I don't want to see the pain I've caused in your eyes. Okay? So right now, obviously, they don't come forward because, number one, they got lessons to learn, but also the thought of them explaining themselves to you, okay, in regards to what's happened is like, oh my God, for them. The thought of them apologizing to you also scares them because, like the amount of pain they've caused, like they know that this is not like good amounts of pain. It's overwhelming pain. It's not nice pain. What they've done towards you is something that is not nice. And so them thinking about how to even apologize to you, like based on how they treated you, is like a lot. Like they're like, oh my God, like how am I going to do that? That is just a lot to do, because like pain, it's caused you pain, right? Pain with a capital P-A-I-N. I don't know why. When I said P-A-I-N, I was just thinking of like that pan of chocolate, Anyways, so it's spelled very similarly. So that is your reading. Affirmation for this reading is they're kicking themselves. So if this resonates with you, or if it makes sense, or you claim the reading, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also check out the description box below for information on personal readings, services, items. I have TikTok and Instagram as well. I post short readings on there every day actually. So it's moonlight.guidance on Instagram, moonlight guidance on TikTok. I hope to see you all very soon on there, okay? And yeah, I'll see you all very, very soon.